57 ships stopped here in 2018, Cunard, Viking, Disney, but there's going to be a lot more. They're spending tens of millions. We're in Liverpool and everything you see behind me is going. They're going to knock it down and start again. The regeneration process has started. Some of the old buildings have been knocked down and there are temporary buildings in their place. The new cruise terminal promises to be amazing. This is the original cruise terminal. Now let's find out why you should spend more than just a few hours in Liverpool. And we're starting at the Liver building, and you see the two liver birds on the top. Right by the cruise terminal are three of Liverpool's iconic buildings: the Royal Liver building, the Cunard building, and the Port of Liverpool building. And these may be best seen from across the river. So if you fancy getting a ferry across the Mersey, Jerry Pacemaker style, this is the place to get your ferry. Liverpool's most famous sons are the Beatles, and here, between the Cunard building and the Port building, is your first picture stop. The front is littered with statues and memorials to people lost at sea, to old pop stars, and there's the Museum of Liverpool, which is an important museum in this city. Liverpool is a fun city. The bars are open from morning till night, including the famous Cavern in Mathew Street where the Beatles played. Look for our film on Doris Visits. Another famous rock and roller to come out of Liverpool was Billy Fury, who sadly died at 43. He used to work as a deckhand on the Mersey tugboats before he became a pop star. If you want a street food stop in Albert Dock, there's the Red Bus, which is a diner, with the telephone box next to it. You're going to need your camera when you come to Liverpool. Albert Dock has been completely rejuvenated. It is stunning. If you walk around the docks, you walk around Albert Dock, and then you go and visit the Beatles Story, you could easily spend a whole day here. Look out for our film on the Beatles Story on Doris Visits. The Tate also has an arty presence here. Even the jelly beans are carved into the Beatles' faces. There are a number of museums inside this building. The one on the third floor is the International Slavery Museum, where Liverpool takes responsibility for its part in the slave trade. The museum on the second floor is dedicated to the Titanic, which was a Liverpool ship. There was competition between the White Star Line in Liverpool and the Cunard Line, and the Cunard Line moved their main passenger port to Southampton because it was more convenient for their rich London and Paris passengers. On the first floor is the Museum to the Lusitania, which was torpedoed in Ireland in the First World War. The entrance to all these interesting museums is free. It's not bad for a free museum. The fourth section is devoted to customs and border control. Here's a model of a Cunard ship from 1879, the Callia. As a cruiser your sport, you can just wander around the dock, you can visit the Tate, you can look at the Liver building, you can go to see the Beatles Story. But if you want to venture further out, there are two great football stadiums and two cathedrals, among other things, to visit. If you don't enjoy a night out in Mathew Street, you're just not trying hard enough. We're in Liverpool, one of the most exciting port stops in the world, and we've been invited in to look at the Beatles Story.